Mr. Lawrence, I've asked you to enter a plea.
I am absolutely not guilty, Your Honor.
Any recommendations on bail, Miss Hannon?
Yes, Your Honor. The people request remand.
That's ridiculous.
Your client is a flight risk. He's a very wealthy man who's in a lot of trouble, and he has no real ties to the community.
My client intends to stay in Landview and prove his innocence.
Hey, Lawrence!
Please be silent or I'll clear this room.
What happened to my kid, you son of a bitch?
Mr. Manning, I must ask you not to interrupt these proceedings.
Well, these proceedings are about me, Your Honor. I'm the one he kidnapped and drugged while he did God knows what to my son.
Your Honor, this is completely prejudicial. How can my client
my son, Miles?
receive a fair
Did you
trial?
kill him? Did you murder a defenseless little boy? Your Honor, he's got to go to jail or he's going to flee.
Quiet down, sir, or I will find you in contempt.
She means it. You just got out of the hospital. You want to end up in jail? Come on. What did I miss? Nothing that you haven't seen before.
Now that we can hear ourselves, I believe Ms. Hannon was about to respond on bail.
Yes, Your Honor. The defendant, Miles Lawrence, swore to Mr. Manning that he had information regarding his lost son. Mr. Manning chose to trust him, and for his troubles, he was stabbed, beaten, and imprisoned for weeks by the defendant and some goon he hired.
Your Honor, it has not been proven that my client had anything to do with what happened to Mr. Manning.
Go on, Miss Hannon.
Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant also blackmailed Marty Saybrook into marriage, threatening to reveal a crime that she may or may not have committed. And now Mr. Lawrence says he wants to stay here and prove his innocence. Well, I'm sorry. In light of recent evidence, I find it very difficult to believe anything the defendant says.
Mr. Gunn?
Ms. Hannon uttered a lot of unproven assertions. Here are the facts. My client is not a danger to the community. He spent the entirety of his life until very recently in a long-term care facility. Landview is the first real home he's ever known. Everything he's ever wanted. A family, a normal life, a whole new existence is here in Landview. He intends to fight for that new life by staying here and proving he's innocent of these charges. Now, unlike some people in this courtroom, he's been calm and respectful. We ask for a reasonable bail, but we'll abide by whatever decision Your Honor makes.
That's right, you will. In the matter of bail.
Excuse me, can I say something, please?
Who are you?
Cole Thornhart. Miles Lawrence married my mom.
What is it that you want to say?
Only that Miles should have never came to Landview, and he should be behind bars the rest of his life.
I'm going to allow you to speak, son, but keep it short.
Yes, ma'am. That lawyer thinks that Miles isn't capable of hurting somebody. He wanted my mom, all right? But my mom didn't love him, so he blackmailed her to marry him. I found Mr. Manning in our storage room in our basement. When I found him, I thought he was dead. Miles came in, saw me with Mr. Manning, and that's when he told me that my mom might have killed Spencer Truman. He told me that if I told anybody that Mr. Manning was down there, or if I tried to help him, that he would turn my mom into the cops. Miles doesn't care about Mr. Manning. He doesn't care about my mom. He doesn't care about anybody but himself. Why should a guy like that be let go? He's gonna hurt somebody else. Ridiculous.
I've heard enough. I'm setting bail at $500,000 cash or bond, and Mr. Lawrence is to surrender his passport for the duration of these proceedings.
All right.
Can you raise that kind of money?
Yeah, a piece of cake.
Miles,
Natalie, thanks for staying.
I think it went pretty well.
Yeah, that was pretty hard to hear all of that. All I ever wanted was to make Marty happy. Hey.
500,000.
Yeah.
It's nothing for him, right?
Right.
Did I screw things up? I shouldn't open my mouth.
You did fine. Lawrence is gonna make bail no matter what anybody said.
Well, I'm actually kind of happy for the first time that my mom's in jail, because you can't hurt her there, right?
How's she doing?
How do you think? I mean, if my mom did kill the stream guy, it's because she was trying to stop him from hurting Starr's mom. And doesn't that say something? Is there any chance we're not going to jail?
I'm working on it, Cole. I'm working on it.
Come on, Todd, let me get you home.
Something I'd like to do first.
What?
Bring that bastard's neck.
Well, so would I. But neither one of us are up to it right now, so come on.
I want to say goodbye to Cole before we leave.
Pardon me?
I saw you sitting beside him. What's up with that?
I decided to forgive him.
After he left me in a body bag?
Dad, look, I told you why he did that.
Okay, you know what? Let's not get into it. Just make your goodbyes quick and meet us in the car, all right?
Yeah.
Are you coming home, or are you going to be taking care of Todd?
Well, I'm going to pick Jack up, and then he and Starr are going to have a sleepover at their dad's.
I see.
I'm sorry that the rumors of my death were exaggerated, Doreen. I'm sure it ruined your week.
On the contrary, I'm really very happy that you're back, Todd. Or didn't Blair tell you that I went all the way to Chicago to help look for you?
Ta-da! The new and improved Dorian Lord.
We'll see.
I'll be home soon, okay?
What time?
Why are you grilling me? Star's in high school, not me.
All right, I've gotten used to having you around the house. I'm going to miss you.
Well, I'm not going to empty your nest anytime soon, okay? Come on, help me get around.
All right, yeah, be careful.
Stop ordering me around. I'm not ordering you. No, I'm talking about him. Oh.
I'm going over to my dad's house. I just figured I would say bye.
Knock yourself out. I got someone I need to talk to.
Hey. I'm glad you said what you did. Hopefully my dad can understand now.
Think so?
No. But hopefully the only thing he can think about right now is how much he hates Miles Lawrence.
At least we agree on something.
Hey, I don't have anything to say to you. I wasn't talking to you. I wanted to have a word with your little friend here.
Be careful. You're going to hurt your back now.
Chair. Have you had enough of this chair? All right, I don't like it. Get off me.
Come on. Be careful. Todd, just help me a little bit.
Do me a favor. Get that thing out of my sight.
Come on. Sit down right there.
Okay.
Got it?
Oh, yeah. For goodness sakes.
What's wrong?
You know, Todd, they have a really long list at the hospital of at-home care nurses.
I don't want some old bag walking around here with orthopedic shoes asking me if we're feeling better. One child, two child. It's good to be home. It's good to be with my kids.
Hey, I have something to show you.
Where is it?
It's upstairs in my room. Oh, my old room.
Well, go get it.
Something to drink, Dad? Do you want anything?
No, I just want to look at you. Oh, Lordy. When are you going to move your stuff back?
I have a good idea. I mean, given the condition that you're in, why don't the children stay with me until you're stronger?
No. I want my kids home with me starting tonight.
I see.
Dorian.
What does their mother think?
Look, Todd has been home for 2 minutes. Can we just let this go for a minute, please?
Okay, I guess that's my cue to get some liquid refreshments.
Thank you.
You're awfully quiet.
Well, I just can't get a word in edgewise.
You always could before.
You were gone for so long. I thought that you might have died.
Yeah, I know.
But now, it's just really nice to see you and Aunt Dorian arguing. Looks like things are getting back to normal. I guess I was just standing back being happy.
Yeah, that's good. But I wouldn't call things normal. When I left, you weren't dating Cole Thornhart.
Dad, that's because I thought you were going to kill him.
Okay, time out. I know, but he's been home 2 minutes, just like I told Dorian. Could you stop? Just be nice. Let's be happy, okay? Okay. Cole Thornhart. Well, you certainly are pushing it.
Well, I'm not here to see Starr. I'm here to see her dad.
Oh, Miles.
What's so important you couldn't say it at the courthouse?
Well, I didn't want to say it in front of everyone. I still don't.
Would you like everyone else to leave the room?
No, it's okay. I mean, this is your first night back with your
Why don't
family.
you just say what you gotta say and get the hell out?
Well, what I wanted to tell you was that, well, I'm sorry. I knew what I was doing to Starr, not having you around. And I knew how messed up you were, and I was trying to figure out a way to help you when Miles showed up. But then he played me that tape of my mom confessing, and I just got so confused.
And having me out of the picture would give you a free hand with Starr.
Dad, look, I understand that you're mad.
Yeah, I was half dead.
I was mad too. I dumped him for it.
Didn't stick.
Because I would have done the same thing if I were in his shoes. Dad, I care about you and Mom more than anybody else's parents, even Cole's.
Hey, listen, I let Miles scare me. All right? I'm sorry. I should have been a man about it, but I love your daughter.
Yeah.
And I want to work this out.
I'll tell you what. Why don't you and your mom go upstairs and check on Jack? I'll have a second with Cole here.
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm on painkillers. I can't do anything. You can take me easy.
Okay. Come on, Starr.
Oh, well, bye. Guess this is my cue to get home. Hello, Cole. Todd, I just have to say this. You are so lucky. You are at home, safe, with your family that loves you, but you have used up one of your 9 lives. So for heaven's sake, will you please be careful? Please?
Let's get one thing straight. I don't like you. And all the apologies and explanations in the world are never going to change that.
I'm not asking you to take me fishing or anything. I know that we'll never really get along.
You know, the only thing we have in common is Starr.
That's right. We both love her.
You love her?
Yes, sir, I do.
She's no pushover, you know.
It's one of the reasons why I love her.
Don't say that again. You're gonna put me back in the hospital. Think that's funny? Here's the thing. If I don't figure out some way to tolerate you, she's gonna hate me for the rest of her life.
And if I don't do the same with you, she'll break up with me.
So I guess we gotta figure out some way to tolerate each other.
That's how it seems to me. Okay, well, glad we had this talk. Not gonna keep you from your family any longer. Oh, and Mr. Manning, believe it or not, I'm glad you're okay.
He's leaving. All his body parts intact. You may come down now.
Mom said me and Starr have a sleepover here.
That's right.
I asked Mom to stay, but she said
Jack!
no. Make her stay, Dad. Okay?
On the next One Life to Live.
Do you really remember killing Spencer?
Thank you
For what?
for letting Mom stay.
What if you told him that Tommy is Todd's son?
Maybe a search warrant.
Watch weekdays on ABC, weeknights on SoapNet.